Which hairdryer gives you the smoothest hair with the least frizz? Let's find out. If you've ever wondered whether an expensive hairdryer is actually worth it, this video is for you. Meet the world's #1 high-speed hairdryer from the brand Laifen. Today I'm putting the Laifen SE2, the world's #1 high-speed hairdryer brand, head-to-head against 3 popular hairdryers that you've probably seen everywhere. The Revlon Compact, the Conair Double Ceramic, and the Babyless Pro Nano Titanium. I've been hearing a lot of great things about the Laifen SE2 recently, and I was curious to try it out for myself. So today I'm going to share with you where we test drying speed, frizz control, shine, and overall performance side by side to see if the Laifen SE2 really stands out, or if these affordable classics still hold up. Let's get into it. Okay, so first, let's meet the 4 dryers in today's test. We have dryer number 1, the Revlon Compact Dryer. This is one of the most affordable dryers on Amazon. It's lightweight, simple, and super budget friendly. Because it's compact, it usually has lower airflow and less power, which can mean longer drying time. Then we have the Conair Double Ceramic. The Conair Double Ceramic dryer is another really popular option. It uses ceramic technology that helps to distribute heat more evenly, which is supposed to reduce hot spots and help with frizz. A lot of people love this one because it's affordable, but still feels more salon style. Then we have the Babyless Pro Nano Titanium. This one is a professional style dryer that you'll see in a lot of salons. Titanium dryers are known for producing very high heat and a strong airflow, which can speed up drying time, but sometimes they can feel a little harsh on your hair if you're not careful. So finally we have the Laifen SE2, which is the newest and most high-tech dryer in today's lineup. This dryer uses a high-speed motor similar to luxury dryers and produces extremely strong airflow. It's designed to dry hair faster while using controlled heat, which can help reduce heat damage and frizz. So the big question is though, does it actually perform better? But before we get into today's test though, let's talk about why upgrading from a traditional hairdryer to a high-speed hairdryer is a must-have. We've all been there. You've stepped out of the shower, hair dripping wet, and you reach for your hairdryer hoping to get this over as quickly as possible. But here's a question. Do you actually know how your hairdryer works? Here's the simple science. Drying your hair is just about removing excess water from each strand. And there are only 2 ways to do it. Option 1, high-speed air. A strong blast of air literally blows the water off of your hair, while also speeding up natural evaporation. It's fast, clean, and gentle on your hair. Then there's option number 2, intense heat. This method tries to bake the moisture out from inside the hair shaft. Now you might be thinking, doesn't heat dry things faster? Actually no, at least not in a way that's safe for your hair or scalp. And here's where things get interesting. Your scalp can't handle the extreme temperatures needed to instantly vaporize water. So traditional dryers are stuck in a losing battle. Their motors are weak, the airflow is quite honestly pathetic, so they compensate by cranking up the heat. The result, your scalp feels like it's burning, but if you switch to the cool setting, the airflow is so weak, you'll be standing there for literally 20 minutes. The baking approach isn't just slow, it's actually destructive. That intense heat forces your hair cuticles to lift and crack. Over time, you're left with frizz, split ends, and hair that loses its natural shine. This is exactly where high-speed dryers have changed the game. Inside of these new dryers, there is a powerful motor that generates serious airflow, the kind that actually moves hair around. Because the air is moving so fast, there's no need for extreme heat. The wind does all of the work. And here's the smart part. Built-in temperature controls monitor the heat hundreds of times per second, keeping it consistently at a hair-friendly temperature. No spikes, no burning, just steady, gentle drying. The result is a virtuous cycle. More airflow means faster drying, lower heat means less damage. When you're done, your hair looks smooth, feels soft, and actually has this incredibly healthy shine. Switching to a high-speed dryer isn't just about following a trend. It's about choosing a smarter kinder, more respectful way to care for your hair every single day. Because honestly, your hair deserves better than getting fried every time you wash. With all that in mind though, let's get into testing these dryers out. So first up, the drying test. For this test, I started with freshly washed, towel dried hair. Each dryer is tested on the same section of hair so the results are fair. So starting with the Revlon dryer, right away I noticed the airflow is definitely weaker. It still works fine, but it takes a bit longer to remove moisture. If you're someone with thicker hair, you'll probably notice the drying process takes more time. But I have to tell you that with this blow dryer, I noticed that it leaves my hair feeling pretty much like straw. It feels like it is sucking any moisture out of my hair, and my hair again is just left feeling very dry, and it's very hard to see with my hair because it is black, so it's hard to see the different dimensions in, for example, in the shine or in the texture of my hair, but you can feel it in real life. I definitely felt just all of the moisture again being sucked out of my hair. My hair felt so dry, and so definitely I just consider this a blow dryer that you would use because it's economical, it is somewhat efficient, and you know, this might be good for a person with a very minimalistic type of hair. I do have naturally pretty straight hair, and my hair does lean a little bit silkier, but this blow dryer definitely left my hair feeling just very, again, dry, actually felt frizzy and robbed of all moisture. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the airflow on this device is pretty weak, and so I did a little demonstration here to show you exactly how the airflow will come out. And so here is my before and after to show you how my hair looked before I used the Revlon and after. I think you can see it does look very frayed, it does look dried out, and it has lost its shine and luster. Next up is the Conair Double Ceramic. This one definitely feels stronger than the Revlon. The ceramic heat distributes nicely and the drying time improves a little bit. However, the airflow still isn't powerful. Now, because this Conair does have double ceramic technology, you're going to get more uniform heat throughout your hair. So compared to the Revlon, I do believe there's less damage, but it did also leave my hair feeling quite dry, just not as dry as the Revlon. But the timing on this, you know, it dries your hair pretty fast, again faster than the Revlon, but not super fast, but definitely again is faster than the Revlon. And again, here is a little airflow demonstration to show you that it is stronger than the Revlon, but it still isn't very powerful, but you are going to get a little bit more power in the airflow than the Revlon. Now, moving on to the Babyliss Pro, this dryer is noticeably much more powerful. The heat is strong, the airflow is direct, which dries hair faster, but the heat can feel pretty intense. So if you have fine or damaged hair, you may need to use a lower setting. Now, drying your hair with this blow dryer is supposed to be faster because of the technology behind it. Now, I did feel that it did dry my hair a bit faster, not that much faster to make a major difference than the Conair or the Revlon, but you know, it did dry my hair a bit faster, but it is quite pricey, and I have to tell you, it actually hurt my head so bad. It was so hot on my scalp and also on my hand. I could not believe it. I was really shocked at actually how I found it to be painful, and I can't imagine using this on a child or even a senior, because I myself found it to be extremely painful. That's just my experience, and I know many other people have mentioned that as well. Have any of you experienced that? So here it is dry, and so pretty fast. And then here is an airflow test that I wanted to do and show you. The airflow, pretty powerful, so that's why it dries hair faster. Then we have the Laifen SE2. Now, immediately with this blow dryer, I immediately noticed the difference in the airflow speed. This dryer uses a high-speed motor, so instead of relying on extreme heat, it uses powerful air velocity to dry the hair quickly. The hair dries noticeably faster, and it feels less hot on the scalp scalp, which I personally love. So what's really special about the Laifen though is how soft it feels on your skin, on your scalp, on your hair. It just actually feels so good. I've even now started using it on my dogs and they actually love it too. So the drying time is ultra fast. It came in under 5 minutes, and I do have pretty long hair, so I could not believe it. And in addition, just what a pleasure it is to use it because it does not burn your scalp or hurt your skin at all, yet it dries your hair so fast. So here you can see with the airflow test just how powerful it is, yet it is so gentle on your skin, on your scalp, and it dries your hair so fast too. Let's talk about frizz control and shine, which honestly is just as important as speed. So up first, the Revlon dryer left my hair a little puffier. It gets the job done, but it doesn't smooth the hair as much. So as you can see here, once my hair was finished drying with the Revlon, it looked so dry and it definitely lost its shine and it did look quite frizzy. So I definitely think that this dryer contributed to that because my hair did not look like this before I used this dryer. Then we have the Conair. The Conair did slightly better because the ceramic heat distributes more evenly, but I still noticed quite a bit of frizz and flyaways. So here you can see the final result. There's not as much frizz as with the Revlon, but it still is pretty frizzy and it does feel very dry to the touch. Then we have the Babyliss Pro, which gave a smoother result because of the stronger airflow. However, the heat level is pretty intense, which can sometimes make hair feel slightly dry. Here you can see exactly how dry and frizzy my hair looks after using this blow dryer. Then we have the Laifen SE2. With the Laifen SE2, the hair looks notably smoother and shinier. Because the dryer relies on a fast airflow instead of extreme heat, it helps to seal the cuticle better. The result is less frizz and more shine, which is exactly what most of us want. It also left my hair feeling so silky. So here you can see just how silky the Laifen left my hair looking. It feels so soft to the touch. It feels healthier, and it's really pretty shocking how amazing your hair looks and feels after using this blow dryer. Another thing people don't talk about enough is comfort. If you're holding a dryer for 10 to 15 minutes, weight matters. The Conair and the Revlon feel pretty standard. The Babyliss Pro is a little heavier because it's a professional tool, but the Laifen SE2 is surprisingly lightweight. It's also noticeably quieter, which makes the experience feel more premium and luxurious. And since I like to shower at night, I love that I can blow dry my hair at night while my family is sleeping, and because it's pretty quiet, it won't disturb them. So the final verdict. Now, after testing all 4 dryers, here's my honest take. If you're on a very tight budget, the Revlon and the Conair still work fine. They'll dry your hair, it just takes longer and the results aren't quite as smooth. The Babyliss Pro definitely delivers strong professional power, but the heat can be pretty intense. So overall, the Laifen SE2 impressed me the most. The reason why? Well, simply put, the Laifen dries hair faster, feels gentler on the hair, and the final result is smoother, silkier to the touch, and shinier. So it really feels like the next generation of hair dryers that uses airflow technology instead of just blasting your hair with heat. It normally would take me at least 2 other styling tools to get my hair this sleek and shiny as the Laifen does with just 1 tool. So I don't have to use straightener after, I don't have to use additional products. So not only does it dry your hair in what really took me only basically minutes, it also styles my hair in minutes as well. So if you're like me and many times you're short on time and you're often caught running out the door, this Laifen will have your hair looking so sleek and shiny and dry your hair within minutes, which is really amazing. I also love how it has this innovative color LED light panel so you can do instant temperature checks, and it's also made of this beautiful sturdy high-grade fiberglass that is anti-slip and fingerprint resistant, so it stays really beautiful and luxurious looking. So I can definitely see why this is the world's #1 high-speed hair dryer, and it is a true beauty innovation, and they actually just got the Time Magazine award too for best invention, and it truly is. I love this so much more than any blow dryers that I have, and I also did just purchase a $600 Dyson, and this blows that away. So this is definitely a far better option. and actually more affordable too in comparison. So if you're on the fence about splurging, this is definitely the beauty tool to invest in. So all in all, if you've been thinking about upgrading your hairdryer, the Laifen SE2 is definitely worth checking out. What really makes the Laifen blow dryer stand out is that it has that super powerful airflow, so it does have faster drying time, and I love that it has negative ion technology, which helps to reduce frizz and smooths hair even at the highest speed. I'm super excited too because Laifen is actually having a spring sale.
At the spring sale, you can actually save 30% off your Laifen order.
So make sure you check it out. I'll have my link down below to shop. And if you've enjoyed this comparison video, make sure you subscribe because I love testing beauty tools and finding the ones that actually work and are actually worth your money. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.